Okay, are we ready?
Yeah, I think we should tell them.
Okay, we have some really big and exciting news to share.
We're thinking about buying a house upstate. The ceilings are 1740 low. This is kind of crazy. Let's have a pool though. Let's check out the pool.
What I love most about upstate is it's so close, yet you feel you're in a different world. You get greenery, you get nature, you get waterfalls, you get hikes. This place is definitely gonna be a second home for us. We're very much full-time in Brooklyn.
So the budget for the project, like 700,000 to 900,000.
We are really excited to team up with Upstate Curious and team up with the creator of the team, Megan. Hi, Megan.
Hi, Megan.
Nice to see you guys.
What I envision when I close my eyes is a big swimming pool. That is the #1 deal breaker.
One thing that I'm looking for, I like wide open views or bucolic farmland views.
In your ideal world, would you be like really out in the country, kind of close to a town?
I want to be involved in nature.
I need to be close to civilization.
Do you need to be near like trains at all?
I think it's kind of important for us, right?
So what areas should we be looking at?
Either on the east side of the river where there's like Hudson, Rhinebeck, Germantown, Tivoli, or right on the west side. You can be in Kingston, scooch over to the Rhinecliff Bridge easily, or Athens, Catskill.
So staying close to the Hudson River is going to get us kind of the best of both worlds of having some civilization, but also some beautiful countryside.
Would you want to be able to renovate it? Are you cool with something that is already done?
I'm open to a project.
So I'll set up the collection.
We will start going through and seeing what makes sense. And then I guess we just need to pick a day to go up and start seeing some houses together.
I can't wait for all of it. In today's episode, we are going to look at 4 properties. Okay, stop number 1. We're heading to the town of Hudson to see a beautifully renovated 1800s farmhouse that's on 2.5 private acres. It has a bunch of original charm and even has a pool. It's about 10 minutes away from the train station, so we could be in Manhattan in around 2 hours. Okay, so we just got to location number 1. My immediate thought is I really like this area. 2 minutes from the train ride, which was great. It's a lot of land. It has a pool, which I'm excited for, and it's more in the farmhouse style.
Wow.
Can definitely see Sailor running up and down these stairs. Assuming this is the primary. Wow, okay, large. The thing with farmhouses, I always get scared by the ceiling height, but this one feels pretty decent. Okay, here's our low ceiling that we were just talking about.
This is a cute little room though.
You guys would want to change.
Also a guest room with a big closet.
Oh, look at that. Okay, we are going outside, and there is a pool in this house, which I am most excited for. Wow, this pool is everything.
It's a pretty major street. It's like an intersection where 2 pretty big streets come together, so it feels kind of loud. Every house is good to see. I don't think this isn't the one for us, but it's still great to see it because it just kind of helps you understand what you want and what's going on. We're headed to Ghent for a 4-bed, 3-bath, 1870s farmhouse on 4.5 acres. Original wide plank floors, high ceilings, and a library with a wood-burning fireplace. Sailor would love that. It's about 15 minutes from Hudson's Amtrak station. It doesn't have a pool currently, but all that open land leaves room to add one.
We're walking through this 1800 home. love the original hardwood floors here.
I love how on the top floor and this floor, when you walk in, you can see the windows in the back, like straight out the back of the house.
And to the left of the staircase looks like a living hangout room.
Yeah, I would move it here.
And this
It's centered in
opens
this
up
room.
to the dining room. I'm gonna take you inside the existing kitchen. This would need to be completely reimagined. Here is the kitchen existing. Here is a little butler kitchen. So we could open all of this up and do one epic kitchen with the views.
When you go here, and then you turn it.
And then guys, this is what is the coolest. I think it was original barber shop.
So there's 4 bedrooms. This could be, no.
3 up here.
There's 4.
There's 4?
Wait, did you see this hallway?
No, what's that?
There's another hallway?
Watch their head. Wow, oh my God. Oh, it goes to the other room.
It's easy to see like what you could do to make this amazing. There's pretty landscaping. We've got like bucolic fields in both directions. Got your pool situation worked out. I don't know. I think because it has projects, but not like crazy projects that you'd have to do right away.
Right, and there's just so much space. The only drawback that I see to this house is that it is on a little bit of a busier road, and the house is kind of close to the road, as they were in the 1800s.
Since we're thinking about buying a second home, Barry and I have been having a lot more conversations around finances when it comes between the two of us.
Buying a home is exciting, but it's one of the biggest financial decisions that you'll ever make. That's why we are spending a lot more time right now trying to figure out not only how much to spend on this house, but also how it's gonna affect the rest of our lives. So that is why we're really excited to talk to you a little bit about our video sponsor today, Monarch.
So Monarch brings together all of your finances under one clean dashboard. I love it because it's really simple to use. I can see all of our investments, our savings, what we're financially planning ahead, and it's all under one app, so you don't have to go back and forth between a bunch of them.
Since we're partners in life and business, what we decided to do after every single showing that we go to is sit down and have a little money check-in. That way we can talk about things like, how much should we invest in this house? What do we have left for renovations? And is this even the right time to do this?
It really gives us the clarity to start spending time on finding the right purchase and less time worrying about our finances.
If you're planning a big purchase or just want a clearer view of your finances, we definitely recommend Monarch.
We're gonna put the link in below. Continue to watch the video.
Next up is Craryville near Claverack to see a 1740s Dutch farmhouse on 4.5 acres with a creek, footbridges, and a barn, once used as an artist studio. This is about 10 minutes from Hudson with Amtrak access to Manhattan.
It's cool. Obsessed with these windows.
Yeah, this is a newer, this whole, the kitchen and this is a newer addition.
Wow, big room.
It's got a wood burning stove, and it is really pretty. First of all, this house was built in 1740, over 100 years older than the really old house we live in Brooklyn, which is really cool. It doesn't exactly have the meadow views I wanted. There's room for a pool. I could see it kind of like over here by the barn, and that would be so cute. They could make it into a pool house and guest house. You know, I guess you could see it as a con, is the ceilings are so low. The ceilings are 1740 low. But, you know, it's cozy, it's cute, it's charming, but something to think about.
Final stop on today's showings is heading down a little south. We're gonna go down to the town of Hyde Park to look at a 70s style home. We really have to think outside the box on this, but we might see a little bit mid-century vibes that might inspire us for an entire project, really leaning into a ranch style home.
This is kind of crazy.
It's funny that the seller was saying how she's like, when we moved here, she's like, the first thing I thought I was gonna do was get rid of it. She's like, and then it kind of grew up.
Yeah.
These windows are so cool.
Oh wow, this is the closet? This is the primary.
It's a walk-through closet.
A little TV room. Oh yeah, wait, they don't have a TV out here, do they?
They do.
Oh.
This house was a lot smaller. I mean, this was like the big like 1700, but it has.
This is a laundry room and an office.
Okay, this is definitely the wild card. Pros.
It's interesting. It's a really cool house. It has a lot of potential. It's an entertainment pad for sure.
It would require a full gut rethink, but the thing that really excites me is we can incorporate a lot of mid-century into this house. So it's something new for us. Everything else we were seeing is pretty historic. The cons, I think, are also that, just that it's a big project.
Yeah.
So a lot of imagination, but I'm not ruling this out.
It's cool.